Samsung, purveyor of the only serious foldables available on a global scale, is taking a victory lap with the Galaxy Z Fold 4. As is tradition, the company has announced full details after a parade of teasers and leaks, confirming that we strongly suspected it's not a huge update. The overall design is ever so slightly slicker with a slimmer hinge and bezels. This is mostly cosmetic and doesn't make much of a difference to how compact the phone folds down. Just the difference of a fraction of a millimeter, 15.8 millimeter thick at the hinge and 14.2 millimeter where the sides meet. It weighs a little less, 263 grams compared to the Z Fold Crease, 271 grams. It's still a heavy phone, which is to be expected for something that doubles as both a phone and a small tablet. I can't say it was noticeably slimmer or lighter than I expected, but the finish is fitting of a flagship device. It doesn't feel prototype Y either. It's reassuringly solid, and I don't feel like it needs to be handled with extra care. I'm a little nervous about how it will deal with the dusty environment that is bottom of my purse, but there's just one way to find out, so stay tuned. The hinge is still somewhat stiff by design so that it will stay put in flex mode, but the opening and closing motion feels smooth, and at least in the demo unit Samsung had on display last week. The Fold 4 remains IPX8 rated for water resistance, and like a true 2022 flagship, it includes a Snapdragon 8 Plus Generation 1 chipset with 12 GB of RAM, starting with 256 GB of storage and going all the way up to 1 TB. The Fold 4 gets a newer 50 megapixel main camera, a more useful 3x telephoto camera, narrower bezels, and a slimmer hinge. There is a little more real estate on the front display since it's a few millimeters wide. It's not much, but it does make the display feel a little less cramped and a little more like a normal phone. There is still a gap when the phone is folded closed. Samsung hasn't achieved optimal foldable flatness yet. A handful of software updates aim to improve the multitasking experience, and some changes to the display structure and its all-important screen protector should make it more durable in the long run. But that's the gist of it. The $1,799 price is sticking around another year, making it an expensive, slightly more mainstream flagship options. With this update, the Fold 4 finally has a camera array fitting of a flagship phone. Last year's 12 megapixel main camera has been swapped out for a 50 megapixel sensor that matches what's available on the S22 and S22 Plus, including an f1.8 lens and optical stabilization. It should be a noticeable improvement, but it's not yet up to the level of what you get in the S22 Ultra. The Z Fold 3 included a 2x telephoto lens, which has thankfully been upgraded to a 3x optical zoom. 2x doesn't get you very far. Space zoom is available now too, so you can use digital zoom all the way out to 30x, even though you probably should not. These aren't so much upgrades, more like the Fold 4 catching up to what the rest of the Samsung's flagship offer. The Z Fold 4's covered screen still measures 6.2 inches diagonally, but it's 3mm wider to add a little more breathing room to a very narrow display. The main screen is still 7.6 inches, but it's more durable, 45% stronger according to Samsung thanks to a stronger ultra-thin glass. The crease is still here. It's not a distraction with the phone fully unfolded, but you will see it when you look for it. The adhesive on the pre-applied screen protector is stronger this time around in an attempt to alleviate the nasty bubble problem owners of earlier Fold models commonly encountered. Both screens are still OLED panels with 120Hz adaptable refresh rates. The main screen is still compatible with Samsung's foldable specific S Pen, still no Note style silo though, just an S Pen friendly case. And you still can't use the S Pen with the cover screen. The Fold 4's under display camera is hidden a little bit better this time around. It's still a 4 megapixel camera sensor, but Samsung says that changes to the pixel array on top of it make it less of a distraction and also improve image quality. The Fold 4 ships with One UI 4.1.1 based on Android 12 with some software tweaks aimed at improving the multitasking experience. The touchbar has been moved from the side to the bottom of the screen. There is a new touchpad feature in flex mode too, which gives you a little cursor to drag around the top half of the screen like a tiny laptop. It's cute, but I'm not sure I would ever use it. Pre-orders for the Galaxy Z Fold 4 start today with availability on August 26th from Samsung carriers and third-party retailers everywhere all at once. There will be grey, green, beige, and phantom black colors with an extra burgundy option sold only by Samsung. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you like the video, feel free to share with your friends and keep watching Best Buy to get your top-notch day-to-day commodities.